I returned to commit war crimes in Doki Doki Literature Club. Anyway, welcome back. And I just realized there's steam in that cup of coffee. I just realized also there's a cup of coffee there. By the way, I don't notice this stuff. I usually just say, "Ooh, Monica," and I choose it. Anyway, let's just start the second side story before I lose my goddamn shit and my fucking computer starts shitting itself before this comes out tomorrow. Like it did earlier. It came up 30 minutes late because my computer told me to go fuck myself. Anyway, let's start the side story. Wait, my mic even on? Yes, it is. A new day arrives. Sarah arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is, not late. As she as she enters, it appears to be empty still. So she sits down at the desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, primes to jot down her thoughts. Sarah has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings on the paper whenever possible. I tend to serve as her best inspiration for poetry. My heart once feels vacant because a shape sails away. Yo. Eh! Natsuki. Natsuki pokes her head out from behind the closet door. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. But it'd be a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. I know you want me to listen to your poetry thing. Yeah. Thanks for realizing that. Should I let you finish up then? No. Oh, no. I wasn't. I mean, I just do it whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupting. Where's Monica, by the way? Oh, she's out in the hallway. Oh, why? Well, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come in the club room by herself, so... Oh. Jesus, you really let things bother her for that long? She can't control her feelings. For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while, but as soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back. I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's not easier to pretend that it never happened if we just all ignore it and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion to me doesn't matter anyway. Besides, it makes me feel really guilty, and I hate that too. It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. Let's figure it out together. Fine. Only because you're good at this stuff. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe this will help us understand why you feel your bad feelings are coming from. Well, I was happy the way things were. We had that conversation yesterday. What part of the conversation made you upset? Was it Yuri being mean about the manga? Maybe. I doubt it though. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time, but I just brush it off and ignore them. But the thing about it just really got it to me this time. And hated it. I hate that. I think that happened. Is it because it came from Yuri? No, why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. I just hate that she thinks she's so much better than me just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decided they don't like me or manga or whatever. But Yuri acts like she's too good to even give it a chance. I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance. Yeah, exactly. Would you give Yuri's books a chance? After this, obviously not. What about for them? Well, I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But you actually keep an open mind. It's not hard to realize the story can be deep and meaningful without being necessarily complicated. I see. But I like Yuri's books. Yeah, but you like manga no more, right? Yuri shakes her head. I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the manga, it's really honest, fun, and easy to go with. And the fantasy has a lot to fuck, I can't read. Interpret. Shit, I can't. Oh, fucking hell. Someone take my American license. My American. Never mind. I am American. Being stupid is part of our job. I was gonna say, someone take my American citizenship away, but no, we're all fucking stupid. Have you not met her? Having not met the last president. Anyway, I'm sorry. And the fantasy has a lot to interpret and uncover, and it's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it. But more important thing is that, well, both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both. I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together, and I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you think. How do you get along with everyone so well? I was getting fights with people. Like first it was Monica when I was new to the club, and then it was you. Now it's Yuri. I'm always like, oh, that person's gonna be such a jerk, and if they just realize that, we could all get along. Well, no one else has this problem. We keep running away from the reality that everyone's just a jerk to me because no one likes me, and I don't know why, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't really know what's wrong with me. I hate it. Natsuki. So he puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder. You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved as much as everyone else. Everyone has different ways they like to communicate, And sometimes it makes it harder for us to understand each other. And I think sometimes we get lucky and we make friends who are really good at same kind of communication and feels like you magically connect with them. But other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other or to get the communication wrong. It's something that Yuri struggles with a lot too. It can be really hard, but it takes a lot of reflection and self-awareness and vulnerability. I'm bad at one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me, like my friends. I guess my dad when I don't get good grades, or even stupid things like get my rooms in clean. So what am I gonna do? Cry about it? If I let myself get upset, I'm just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So things always have to be everyone else's fault. It feels, it feels like if something goes wrong and there's even tiny hint that might be my fault, then I get really angry and I find ways to blame everyone with everything else instead. Do you see yourself better than Yuri? Like I said that. When I said that, now it just sounded really full of myself. No, our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand that if we want to learn more about themselves, that's a part of vulnerability. Accepting that we have feelings we don't like. I hate that. Feelings make me feel like a bad person. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase, and I'm way above that garbage. I'm terrible for feeling that way. You're not terrible. You're not your feelings, but you're not your feelings. Say that to yourself out loud. Fine, I'm not my feelings. The way I like to picture it is that those feelings are your roommate. You live in the same house, and you guys see each other each day. Even if you can ignore each other, most of the time, you gotta run into each other every now and then, and it's gonna make you feel like poop. So the other option is to getting to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe even help each other change for the better. Does that help you understand? How do you know so much about this stuff? I just had a roommate that can be really. I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with. Called depression. Depression? You're like the happiest person I know. I'm not. I am not my feelings. I want to be a good person like you. Aw, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You and Yuri and Monica. And I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you. Natsuki remains silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Yuri's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her, as if rolling through a wound inside her. Was this a result of vulnerability? No. It wasn't as she was inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It's as though she began to rediscover an old wound, one that simply cannot be bandaged and left alone any longer. Maman, Yuri, what are you doing all the way over there? I was looking for you. Please don't yell my name. Oh, yell at me? Oh, I'm not gonna yell at you. I just want to say I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was unfair for me to put everyone in the spot like that. Next time I won't try to jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine. You're not mad at me. I thought you were about mad at me. I was so awful yesterday. Your curls up. You can't detail that argument. I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset. Hold on. That's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? You pause for a second and manages a nod. Monica takes a seat next to her on the staircase. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns, and I can't get away from them. What kind of negative thought patterns? Like everyone hates me, especially Natsuki. Oh, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? Well, because Monica thinks back to showing herself in the altercation with Natsuki. And out of display of maturity, Monica was enough for Natsuki realizing her own feelings as well. I think Natsuki is just naturally offensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. But she's not really a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She just, I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first before she feels comfortable returning it. Oh. But that means the burden's on me. And I don't know how to say things like that to make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, I just... Yuri shakes her head and shakes her hand and plunges her hair. It's okay, Yuri. You don't have to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you if they had a chance to get to know you. Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place. Because everyone used to think I was weird and talk about me behind my back. That's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki said she found it more respectable when people speak their mind. So I did. And then she hated me anyway. It was enough to reconfirm my fears. But Sayori and I like you. We've got to know you a lot better right now, right? Yuri doesn't seem to have a response. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. That's not what I meant. Really, I just wondering if you had an opinion on her. I gotta stop clicking random shit on my desktop and thinking my mouse is in game. I do. What is it? Natsuki seems to bring the worst out of me, and I'm really ashamed of it. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person. So for someone to treat me like I'm inferior, despite my tastes, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her. It makes me think bad things about her, and everyone else seems to like her. So the explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again, and my feelings about her are wrong, and I'm wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential. No, Yuri, feelings are never wrong. Well, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, They're just a state of being that we don't get to have control over. That doesn't mean they have control over us. I feel like there's something I've learned around when I first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things. We can, Just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I can't even be mad at you for feeling a certain way. Like how you handle them. And I think through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. You wears a detective expression. Make it sound so easy. You're so mature. You're so good to people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, Yuri. I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They didn't come naturally to me either. It's really hard to reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate it with her to her. Communicate what? How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated that when she's so negative and dismissive of the things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defensive mechanism. We're just people. We're fragile and unstable. And I'm just tired of that getting in the way. I can't stand it when a piece is disturbed like this. Yeah, you can't focus when you're reading when the piece is disturbed, right? Because the literature club should be happy for everyone. Monica looks at Yuri at admiration. I feel like Siri may be running off of me because I really want to hug you now. Sorry, I didn't make you feel uncomfortable. No, I mean, well, if you wanted to, I wouldn't really mind. So, Monica pulls Yuri in a short embrace. You're so gentle, and I love when you communicate your feelings. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. I'm sure Natsuki will too. I'm gonna write her a letter. Oh, a letter! What a great idea! Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things, and I say things I don't mean. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate. Yuri's face hardens with expression. Determination. Undertale. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do to you or Sayori. My personality just isn't suited for that. And I wouldn't want it to be. But sometimes something I've learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance, I would never see myself making friends with someone like Sayori. We're opposites in a lot of ways, but I'm friends with her because she put so much effort into understanding me, so that we can get along. I think it's the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time, patience, and I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki? Yuri nods. I always thought I wanted to make more friends. I had to be like someone like that I'm not. That there's a type of person or magical formula I had to follow in order to make someone like me. But that just like me to think that. I was so occupied with myself that I failed to understand other people, Yuri shakes her head. Friendships happen when you think about the other person. When you offer time and effort to understand them, and respect them, and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my observations in the literature club. Observations? Yuri's caught by surprise. Yuri's always kept to herself. Well, Monica's a commerce. Yuri's always kept to herself so much that it's unusual to hear her suddenly talking about the club like this. Yuri just smiles to herself. You always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Sayori too. And we seem happy because I learn a lot of things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. Monica never thought much of it. In past weeks, Yuri's always seemed more expressly attentive when it came to the problems and concerns of others. Always wanting to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. It's true. Suri and Monica are both naturally comfortable or like people and can most likely work with other situations of conflict. But that doesn't always make them better people. People have their strengths and weaknesses, and the cap has capacity to improve. And the first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. Something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but that Monica can recognize as an incredible trait. And with that, your confidence in the club is restored. What? I'm about to say, are we not supposed to be getting a certain picture? Like, a certain fucking thing, man. Like, if we do not get that, then the fuck am I doing here? A very shy girl with long hair was wandering through bustling lunchtime hallways. Her fist pressed in long collarbone, and finds Literature Club President's classroom. She stands at the door, glancing all around her before appearing again. Monica is sitting and chatting with a group of her friends. Yeah, as expected. This is a bad idea after all. Suddenly Monica glances toward the door, making the girl panic and duck out of sight. Before she can regain composure and decide to force her to leave, the classroom door opened. The classroom door gently opens. She gently opened the door. Yuri, surprised to see you during lunch. Yuri squeals no response. Please help me. What, is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. I don't know how to write letters. Thank goodness. I thought there was some kind of emergency. Monica briefly glanced over her shoulder to her friends. You want some help? We gotta go find an empty classroom or something. Is that okay? I feel bad taking away from your friends. It's totally fine, I promise. We aren't really doing anything. One sec. Monica travels back to the classroom, says something like, I gotta go to her friends, grabs a pen off her desk before turning to Yuri. Alright, let's find somewhere quiet. Yuri nods and follows Monica as the two of them set off. How are you today? Me? Well, yes. Oh, gosh, sorry. I was just caught off guard. I'm doing well. Just tired. I never really get enough sleep during the week. I don't usually sleep till 12 and it's only 10 p.m. right now. Actually, I don't sleep till like 1 or 2, depending on how stupid I am. And I got work at 10 in the morning. I got work in 12 hours. At least most of 12 hours, I'm gonna be knocked the fuck out. But my body relaxing. Anyway, outside of that. How come? I don't know. I think I'm just easily distracted. I get really stuck into things and so neglecting the time. Me too. I do that too. Hey, this classroom's empty. Let's go in here. Appearing inside, Monica opens the classroom door and two of them enter. Yuri's moment of reflection ends. Ends or begins? Ends! She watches as Monica pulls 2 chairs on the same desk and then obeys as Monica's beckons her to take a seat. Stares out at an empty desk. You nervous? I don't want to do this. We don't have to. You come up with something else. He shakes her head. This is my chance to do something good. I need to take initiative. God, you must be really determined. I like how hard it is to get out of your comfort zone. I know. I'll be sure to encourage you. Monica pushes her anxiety and grabs a handful of line paper from her notebook. Then she picks up a pen. Oh, hell yeah! Gaming time! I knew we had supposed to get some good shit. Give me a second. Thank you. Hey, you're left-handed? That's neat. Yeah. Now, I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Monica playfully rubs her shoulders against Yuri's. Sorry, I guess I'm being a bit silly, I guess. How about we start by listening to things you want to say back to her? Three things. I feel all embarrassed all of a sudden. That's okay. How about some of the things you said to me yesterday? But never mind. I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment longer. Her tension averts. Then she writes the word reflection. This is my reflection on our behavior. The key question is why I act like this towards each other, but have been able to separately be friends It's your Monica. That's me. Yes, it is. So, here things. I've been able to befriend the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. The same goes to Natsuki too. We started as pretty hostile to each other because I was so worried about getting what I wanted, but she wanted to be respected more than anything else. Once I stopped making it all about me, she's able to do the same. Oh, I read that all about. I read that all. I read that all in Yuri's voice. I just realized. God fucking damn it. Why are you like this? This is why Natsuki doesn't like you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm gonna get someone killing me in the comments. I want to do that too. So what kind of things do you want to do for her? I want the same things for her. I want to do the same things for her that I'd like to receive. I like when people respond positively to the things I talk about, not just brush me off. I like when my feelings are taken seriously. And I like it when you and Siri just what I want to be. That I want to be a good person, even when I'm not doing a good job at it. Let's write those things down. Okay. Here you write some things down. I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki is feeling vulnerable. So we make sure the letter puts her first. It's harder when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps to just tell someone all the things that they're doing wrong. I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them. And admit the things you're feeling could do better. Then finally, you ask what you would like in return. How about the sound How about that sound for the structure? It'd be 3 paragraphs, one for each point. Each of those points. I like that. My thoughts are so disorganized. I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. You're so amazing at these things. Oh, stop. You've done so much that I have, you know. I'm just gonna say it. They look like they're about to kiss. They look like that. Someone fucking fan fiction writer is gonna look at this picture and just make a fucking some weird shit about it, ain't it? They probably already have, and I just don't know. If they have, I don't want to look at it. By the way, thank you everyone who sent me the Sayonara fanfic. I want to fucking die. I actually did end up reading it because I was gonna say, how the fuck do y'all best know how to Wattpad when I fucking posted it on my fucking description? No one said it there. I just read the comments, and I didn't have to go through fucking ads when I read it. Anyway, thank you God for no ads on Wattpad because I had a fucking account. Other than that, I fucking hate myself for reading that. Anyway, we spend so much time reflecting on being open-minded. That's the hardest thing for anyone to do. I'm doing this, helping you put it on a piece of paper. So I think you're an amazing one. Monica gives Yuri's hand a quick squeeze. As she lets go, she's caught by surprise when Yuri curls her fingers to hook Monica's hand in place. For a while, they sit like that in silence, save for the occasional scratching Yuri's pen against the paper. Yesterday told me something that I was thinking of a lot. What was that? The thing about how feelings aren't right and wrong, and they're just states of being we need to come to terms with. And we need to think about how a person's behavior isn't always how they decide to be. It's also made up of their past experiences and their insecurities. I think that it helps me see other people as actual people, rather as insignificant side characters who are all out to get me somehow. Is that how you feel about Natsuki? You're not. But in reality, everyone's trying their best, and everyone wants to be happy. Monica peers over at Yuri's paper, but is surprised. Yuri pulls it in closer, part of covering in her arm. I have to be able to read it to help you, you know. That's okay. My thoughts are more organized now, and I have to be able to talk to you about it. Now I'm actually putting it on paper. I realized I'd prefer others not to read it. Face laughs off with yourself. Rare expression. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to button the whole thing. I've done enough damage. I've been so worried. It's always been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought of you as really smart, but... He smiles. I'll always be terrible with these things. People are so... Oh, shit. People are so... so incomprehensible to me. I'll never get the hang of being one. But listening to you so much has really helped me make sense of these things. So, don't call it damage, please. Mark gives Yuri a gentle smile. I can't believe I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks, and all I got was real friends who value me. Is that a joke? Of course it is. I still can't tell with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please never change. As you wish. Yuri glances at the clock. We're almost out of time. Will you be able to finish? Before the end of the day, possibly. But I don't want to come to the club the same day as Natsuki reads it. I'm too shy. I can give it to her instead if you like. Yuri nods. As long as you don't promise not to read it. Of course, I promise. Thank you. Thank you. Yuri exhales and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Monica nods. Good luck, I'll be here when you need me. Yuri nods in return and to the front. Oh, really? Wait, meow. The fuck is this? Having run the control simulation for a while, it's evident that certain characters missing from mention in appearance makes me speculate that Monica's mailing is less clumsy as we think, and she had to manufacture this character herself in a way of forcing interaction between her and the user. Could that be why the character is such a limited in the story? The personality traits are reading too much into this. Also, open interest on this character appearing. Talking about the MC, I just have 67% data collected. Poggers! And I got a new picture. Reflection. Oh, that's actually a cute picture, not gonna fucking lie. Wait, when I get this one? Real respect, that's right. Wait, I'm missing one. And we have one side story left, right? Pretty sure we do. Poggers. What are these three? I'm like certain this is the Monica, what's it called? Classroom one. Okay, so we got all the background. That's actually pretty pog. Wait, what's this? A rough concept with the faceless protagonist might have looked like if he was a real character. Oh yeah, okay, so this is how people found out about how the MC looks. Oh, that's actually really cool. Yes, I'm on the Doki Doki subreddit. Fuck off. Anyway, no, not right now. But that's how I found out. Like, where did they get these sketches? Like, did she tweet them? Did the artist tweet them out? Nope, it was right there the whole time. And now I feel small-brained. Maybe actually maybe she did tweet them out, and also they found that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Next video will be the final episode, the final day of Act 2, and all of Act 3. Well, Act 3, the whole deletion part as well. And then the final episode of the main series will be Act 4, which is that whole one-day thing where Siri becomes self-aware. And then after that, we'll not be starting the next side story. That'll be next one. That'll be on Monday. Instead, we'll be going back to World of Dreams finally. I know how much people have missed that series, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed it too. I'm playing a lot of the main game again because there's some stuff I have missed. I have either missed or just never done. So I want to experience those myself. Like it's the last main game one, which is the play with me scene. I've actually never experienced that myself. Personally, I've seen a video, but experiencing it yourself is goddamn scarier. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.